Well, Leah Remini is very phony. You can never really know the person that she is. She's also, like news, hungry. She'll do anything to get her name out, into the news. And it doesn't matter who she will hurt to do it, as long as she gets her name out there, she's happy. She once said to George, any news is good news.
Yes. That's what she said, besides calling me a pimp in her book. Her mother's pimp.
How would she like it if we called her husband a deadbeat dad? I mean, he never had a career. He, was a wannabe salsa singer that, nothing ever came of that. She pays for the child support. If she never paid for his child support, he would be arrested so many times.
There's a lot of things. I mean, she said I was a gangster, I think in the beginning of the book, and I was a coke dealer, and again, beating Nicole. I would never beat my kids.
And like I said, Nicole's husband, according to Leah, beats her up. Why do you put that in there?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Your sister got caught for selling coke in North Carolina.
Twice.
Why do you put that in there? The truth. Instead of, fabricating stories because she harbors ill will for him. So she'll make up stories and believe it. She's delusional. Well, delusional and
sneaky.
She's trying to hurt him by telling lies.
She's about this big, and she just has a big attitude about her. Like everything is coming to her. She's got to have this, and I got to have that. Like even Angelo, when she met him, he was a down and out salsa singer. And she met him in a restaurant, and he was married. And she jumped right on him.
And she's like, when I saw him, I had to have him. So, she just, whatever she wants, she's going to get. And not even to say, oh my God, this guy is married.
Not even separated.
Not even separated. He has children. How am I going to, hurt his wife? I mean, you're whatever, banging him. And what about the poor wife? That's kind of mean.
Well, I guess she'll blame me,
I mean, I know it takes two to tango, but it's just wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't paying child support, from what I understand. And Leah had to pick up the tab and pay the child support, or else he'd be behind bars.
Yeah, and Angelo left his kids and ex-wife like this on the street to be
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he saw, an easy life. Oh, and he wanted to be a salsa singer. So he had his own motives too. But that never, worked out.
Even knowing Jennifer Lopez and what's her name?
Mark Anthony. I mean, come on, you're around Mark Anthony and you want to be a salsa singer. It never happened. Obviously, it ain't gonna ever happen. So put that dream down and get a job.
And there's nothing she can do to Jennifer because she's way above that, So she better just shut up. Leah was always, like in Brooklyn, she came off like a tough guy, I guess when she came into money and she's calling the shots, everything changed. She became the Leah we know and love today.
Yeah, but it's easy to be a tough guy when, you have all this money and you're sitting pretty in California. It's easy to be a tough guy because, you're protected. It's not like she's, in the hood. She's coming across I'm a tough guy. Yeah, try to be a tough guy in the hood. Those girls forget about it.
Even with Kevin James, she somehow finagled him into putting her on the show.
And Leah got fired from the talk because Sharon Osbourne got sick and tired of her antics, trying to steal the show, make it all about her, just constantly. And what she does is, instead of like her actually being funny, she makes fun of people. Like Lady Gaga, one time Leah came out with like meat all over her body, you know, when she went, you know, I don't know what it was about. I think there might have been a MTV Awards or something like that. I don't know. But all she does is like she makes fun of people, and that's not really being funny. That's not really having a talent. And I can make fun of people too, but that's not my way. You should be funny, you know, within, like your sense of humor, the way you look at things. Like Kevin James, he's goofy.
And funny.
And funny.
Kevin's a nice guy. He's a really, really nice guy. He sent me a card when I had cancer. I didn't even get a card from her. He sent me a card.
Well, Kevin James probably knows that Leah is a nut, and if he turns, you know, her down, who knows what she might do?
Yeah, Leah might make up, who God knows what story she can make
and
up.
Sell it to the Enquirer because she didn't get her way.
Well, she got her way. She got 2 segments on her show, but I bet you Leah is working to try to, get on the show.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Leah said to Kevin James, "Oh, try to get this new girl, off and get me on there." It wouldn't surprise me at all, because that's how she works. The King of Queens, I believe she just got lucky getting that part. And she got lucky getting that part because they were looking for
a sort of a Brooklyn type attitude.
But that really is her. So the character you see on the King of Queens is really how she is in real life. And truth be told, has she ever got an acting job after the King of Queens? Now, if you have talent, if you could channel different people, you would get work, and a producer would see that in you.
Leah once told me I had to be tested for cancer. And Leah said, "How much is it?" I said, "It's $1,500. $1,500 is a pair of shoes for her, or boots. That's for $1,500. And being that my ex-wife was robbing every penny from the company, we were like bad off. So I turned around and I said, "Leah, could you do this for me? It's serious. Biopsy for cancer." She says, "Yeah, I'll take care of it. What's the doctor's number? What's his name?" I gave her everything. She says, "I'm going to just put it on my credit card." I says, "Fine." Leah never did it. I says, "Why didn't you do it?" "Well, I didn't want them to have my credit card number." I said, "Why don't you send them a money order, overnight?" She says, "Oh, I didn't think of that." I said, "You're talking about my life here for $1,500. So she says, "What can I do?" Blah, 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 blah. I said, "All right, drop it, forget it." I made arrangements with the hospital, and they took the biopsy, and it came out to be cancer. And I went through 14 hours of surgery for the cancer. And one of the days I was in bed, she shows up with Angelo. I said, "It's nice to see you, but still in my heart I'm saying, I shouldn't have been here. When the guy did the biopsy a year ago, I should have been able to do it. With you saying, 'Yes, Daddy, I'll do it for you.'" But she never did. And I wasn't really thrilled to see her, and Angelo. It was nice, for a minute, I had a daughter. Now I don't have a daughter. I don't have 2 daughters.
But though, she's a little bastard. She's a bastard.
Yeah, even
because
now.
That's like disgusting. You see what I mean, though? Having no moral, she has no morals. no morals.
Leah has no morals.
Leah has no morals. From, you know,
Everything
sleeping with
she's seen-
Angelo, a married man, to not helping him when he had cancer, to just, you know, selling articles off of other people's ruin or reputation to make herself look better. Morally corrupt. And I think Leah is morally corrupt. She uses her sister Nicole to do her dirty work. I believe when Leah left Scientology, she got into a fight with Christy Alley, and she had, you know, Donna call up the Enquirer saying that Christy Alley is a big fat bully, and Nicole got into like a Twitter war with Christy Alley. You know, so she lets everybody else do her dirty work, so she can, if anything comes, anything happens, oh, not me, not me. Donna turned against Leah. The email that I gave you, where Donna said, you know, fuck you, ever, you know, Remini. What happened after that was Leah told Elizabeth to clean out Donna's apartment in North Carolina, and she was left with nothing. They took her spoons, her forks, everything.
Don't ask us why, because we don't know.
Because she was like, yeah, you're going to turn against me and say F you and call the Enquirer on me. She gets vindictive and she'll look to take you down.
So when Donna was, I guess, here with, I don't know, cleaning out the apartment with Elizabeth.
Well, yeah, Donna lived in North Carolina,
Right.
and so did Elizabeth. And Leah told Elizabeth, you know, just fuck or clean everything out, and they did.
They took all her furniture, everything. She went back to the apartment, and the woman said, one of her, you know, people that live in the building said, oh, you're moving? And she says, no, why? She says, because there's people here, they moved everything out. There's nothing left in the apartment. And they took everything out. Where they put it, I don't know. Why they took it out, I don't know. But, you know, I guess, you know, you hassle with Leah, you know, you get the sticky end.
Leah did not assist Stephanie Remini with money when Stephanie had cancer.
Why not?
Well, she said to Stephanie, she said, get charity care.
She never liked Stephanie.
She said, I'm not paying for it, get charity care.
But she saw herself in Stephanie. Stephanie had same, you know, some of the, God forgive me, some of the things that she does, you know, the same way. Use somebody else. You know, blame Tommy, the guy she was engaged to. And she would have been married if it wasn't for Donna.
And Leah got mad when Stephanie's sister Christina, she had a web page, a GoFundMe page. So people can send money to Stephanie to help with her bills. And Leah said she doesn't need money, just like that.
When my father died, Leah didn't show up. And when my mother died, Leah didn't show up. And these are two people that she kept, oh, my granny, my granny, my granny. You know, and it mean nothing. You never went to see her. You know, you maybe once you went to see her, you know, from California. That's about it. You know, she'll say, oh, I used to go there all the time. No, you didn't.
Yeah, but meanwhile on her show that she had, it's all relative. Angelo, Leah, and Vicky set up fake funerals.
Yeah, Vicky died. Yeah.
Oh, so if Vicky, you know, if I die, I'm Vicky. If I die, Leah, what would you say? Angela, what would you say?
And they filmed it as an episode.
And they filmed it as an episode.
So you go to your mother's funeral.
Right, and you'll go to Angelo's because you set it up. It's all relative. You set up, you know, fake funerals and, you know, if I die, what would you say? But you won't go to your sister's funeral, Stephanie. You won't go to your grandmother's funeral. So she's just like all over the board.
So, you know, I mean, I don't have to be a, college graduate to understand. Like you get hit so many times, you learn to stay down. And through my life with them, that's all they did. When they came to New York, I think once, they stayed with me in my apartment for to sleep. That's about it. Other than that, they were gone. So why'd you come to visit me? You could have stayed at Christina's house or somebody's house. Oh, we'll come to see you, Daddy. All right. Didn't work out that way.
Leah doesn't care about other people's families. She doesn't care about her own family. As stated before, she didn't go to Stephanie's funeral. She didn't go to her mother's funeral. She didn't help him out with the cancer. One time we were kind of hurting for money, and we asked her if she could pay just 1 month's mortgage, and she said, oh, I gotta ask my, manager, and we never heard back from her. So for me to believe, or anybody to believe, that she can help other people and bring other people together, other people's families, is just total bullshit, and it's not real.
Leah can't help herself, let alone help people.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Leah doesn't have a given bone in her body. She just doesn't, unless something is in it for her.
Well, what happened was I tried to reach out to Leah many, many, many times. And every time I called and she was there, Vicky would pick up the phone. She said, oh no, she's setting the table, she's busy. Oh, she's out by the pool laying down, I don't want to wake her up. And it would just go on like that until finally we both said, what am I doing here? I'm the father, I'm calling you. Leah is like talking to people, saying I'm trying to help them. These people
No, she's
don't
not
need
trying to
help.
help nobody.
She said, what was the outcome of the first series where she reached out to help somebody? I mean, does this guy that she drives around with have an answer? No. Is he like I'm free and he's smiling? He used to be an enforcer for the Scientology, and they threw you out. So what are you talking about? To me, it's like a double negative. You're talking about Scientology and all the things that were done that you did.
But look what she does to her own family.
Yeah.
She doesn't even help her own family out.
Nope. She does not. She doesn't help anybody but herself and everybody that's there, close to her. She didn't even come to my mother's funeral, or my father's funeral.
Or Stephanie's funeral.